Imagine this. You're presenting your analysis to your vice president, and in the middle of it, he interrupts you saying, "This number doesn't look right." Congratulations. You don't have an analysis problem, you have a source of truth problem. So what's the source of truth? In this video, I'm going to explain what a source of truth is and why every analyst needs to care about it. So depending on what company you're in, you might hear this called a single source of truth, just source of truth. When I was at Disney, they called them systems of record. At the core, it is what everybody considers to be the right number. Companies that don't have a source of truth will look like this. Marketing will have their own numbers. They will present them out in their findings saying, we drove this much in ad revenue. Operations would have their own numbers and say, we saved this much in inventory. Meanwhile, sales would say, hey, we drove this much revenue. None of those numbers match. Everybody is fighting over what the company actually did, and nobody can tell you what the real answer is. So what makes a source of truth? Basically, there are 5 characteristics. The first is, it is the place where you fix numbers. For example, when companies have to restate their financial data for a particular quarter, they will go back and change that number in the source of truth. That way it updates to everybody else. That's also the second part. It's reusable. Fix it one place, cascade so that everybody has access to the same information. The third thing is, it is stable over time. Definitions rarely, if ever, change. Fourth, it is as close to the data as possible. So for example, customer information is usually housed in the CRM, and the CRM is the source of truth for that data. And last, it is owned and governed by a person or a team. They have complete responsibility for maintaining that data, updating that data, making sure it is accurate for everyone else to use. Most often you'll see sources of truth as database tables, third-party programs, like I mentioned with the CRM, or even spreadsheets. On the flip side, a dashboard cannot be a source of truth because it's part of the presentation layer, not the data layer itself. Now, the underlying tables can be, but not the dashboard. So as analysts, why should you care about a source of truth? Well, without one, people start questioning your numbers and you start losing the trust of your stakeholders. So it is an analyst's responsibility to protect our source of truth at all costs.